Hey, folks, comedy. We're really doing it. I'm gay. He's homeless. Whip it up.
Why am I doing this?
And make sure you go and you like and subscribe and you check out all of his other, you know.
My hair is a little longer.
Yes! What? David Bacon.
You don't want a picture?
Well, it's all...
That's the funniest thing someone will say today. Anyway, I'll give you a little intro to what's going on. First of all,
Okay, so here's a bunch of cards. You can pick something and open it and tell me why you picked that one. And then there's Mooner, and then we'll open them up and see what they are. And then, you know, Mark ate the gum. How's the gum?
Not good.
Yeah, you know, I saw a video of you doing this, and I feel like you're kind of like comedy's Nardwar.
all right, read the cards.
We're making improvements here. Shout out to Lauren behind the bar, everybody. I think that's good. Hell yeah. Let's get our next comedian up here under the spotlight. The most American name that I've ever heard. David Bacon, everybody.
What's this place called again? Hello, Tokens! Don't forget to get the fried green beans. For reasons unknown, people in the U.S. think the English accent sounds smart, but the English are stupid. They think the ladybug is a ladybird. I don't know what the definition of a bug is, but that spotted thing ain't no bird. See, they call ladybugs birds. What? Isn't that dumb? I think it's really dumb of them. They're bugs. Kitty, that's a good one. Online shopping killed them all. Comedians Opening Cards, No Coffee. It's Comedians Opening Cards, No Coffee, Sunday Night Tokens Tap Room. Joe Nami?
Nami for now, yeah.
N-O...
Yeah.
Is that wrong?
No, Nami.
For now. What do you mean for now?
I don't know. What if I change my name?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, well, if you get divorced, you'll probably keep your name. It'll be her that changes it, right?
No, I'll take my father-in-law's name.
And how long you been doing comedy, Joe?
Maybe 7.5 years.
Awesome, all around. In New Hampshire, you went down to New York, I think, for a bit or something?
I did a year and a half, I think, in Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Like Melrose, Sal's, all these places that I'm not gonna. And
Yeah, I
then
don't know
went
any
to
of
New
those.
York, and then I moved to New York, and I did comedy there for maybe 6 years.
Right.
And then I did a year here, but there's been like some mental health breaks,
Yeah,
you know,
of
like,
course.
you know, just I'm like, oh, I need to stop doing open mics, or I'm gonna do one of those mass shootings, you know.
Sure, yeah.
So
Do some mass mics and do
yeah.
some,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it would have been like I would have been doing it like 9 years, but I took some breaks. But yeah, I did New York. Got passed at New York Comedy Club.
Yeah.
Did some spots there. Mostly just check spots, but a couple times they let me do like a regular 15-minute spot
Nice,
there.
yeah.
Saw some cool comics drop in. Got to talk to them.
There's like 3 of those clubs, New York. There's East Village, there's, I think, I don't know.
Yeah, they had a Midtown,
Right,
and
they still have
then
Midtown.
they had another one. I usually performed at Midtown.
Right.
Where's the other one? I forget.
It's another one even farther down or something.
West
I don't know.
4th Street, that might have been the other one, but maybe they opened another one. But yeah, New
Yeah.
York was cool, and then after a while, I wanted to get out of New York. It's kind of a grind. It wears on you.
Yeah.
But I'm happy. I've been doing comedy here in New Hampshire, New England, Mass.
Right.
Getting up at Boston.
Right.
The Hippo recently named me one of the top 5 comics in the local.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Something, yeah. I'm only listing my credits for your audience.
No, I love it. I used to read the Hippo all the time. I got to check. That's so cool. Okay, so I got all these cards. This is going to be goofy because you have a thing in your hand. You're going to have to, I don't know. It's weird we don't have a table, but we got to be outside.
No,
So
I
you
like
just
this.
you just flip through, and then find a pack that interests you. Open it, talk about it for as long or short as you want. Sign a card for me, and keep all the Keep those if you so desire.
Wow, that's so cool.
There's the pen.
Oh my God, what is this? Gum or?
Well, there's gum inside. There's cards. There'll be like trading
I'm
cards.
most interested in the gum.
Well, yeah, a lot
I
of.
have,
Not all of them have gum. Some
Oh
of them
my
do.
God, the X-Files?
No gum in there.
Wow,
No gum in
holy
there.
Shit.
Yeah, X-Files was a fun one.
I got obsessed with UFOs for like during the pandemic terrorist attack.
That's a
That's
good one.
hilarious.
Do you go to the UFO festival every year in Exeter?
No, I don't. I don't know anything about the culture.
Because in the one of the first UFO sightings was in Exeter, so they have a festival every year, and they have speakers and stuff, and they like the town does a whole bunch of stuff.
Why didn't you tell me that your little card stuff was cool?
I don't know.
I didn't know. You pitched it like, oh, come on the sidewalk and look at cars. I was like, that sounds awful.
Yeah, it is. It's awful. I mean, most people are good, but you know, whatever.
No, this is fun. This is fun. This is cool. These are beautiful. How long did it take you to collect these?
Not very.
I think that because I'm Middle Eastern, I think I have to choose Terrorist Attack.
Awesome. That's a fun one. It's very cool. It's like from the 80s, I think. It's probably dated.
Oh, fuck.
Terrorist
This is
Attack
hilarious. Did they even have terrorist attacks in the 80s?
Well, you'll see. There's things that are inside. You might recognize some.
Oh, you know what? There was like a Palestinian thing where they hijacked the plane.
There's a lot of things. You're predicting what you're gonna get. I don't know.
God, this is like memorabilia. This is really
Yeah,
cool.
it's a good one. People like.
I'm honored. We got Moose. That looks like Mussolini.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
be. Is it?
Yeah, Benito
Oh, wow.
Mussolini.
Fascism.
He must have done some terrorism. So terrorism, I looked it up for a joke. It's actually any kind of violent activity to sway political favor.
Right,
You know? So
right.
even like, you know, what they did on January 6th is an act of terrorism.
Sure.
It's domestic terrorism.
Sure.
Unfortunately, you know, all of the limelight gets put on, you know, the Muslim terrorists. you
Right.
know.
The Limelight, was that one of the clubs you played out in the...
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I just think domestic terrorists need to get more appreciation for what
Yeah,
they
all
do.
the attention goes to domestic violence.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good joke. Attack on Liberty. Oh
That's
my God.
one of my favorite cards right there.
I
because,
didn't know
Yeah,
about
this
this.
didn't happen.
Oh,
This is like saying like you're attacking the Liberty, but it makes it look like the freaking
That's
Statue
funny.
of Liberty was attacked.
I know, right?
It's like, when did this happen?
Why didn't the Taliban, like, I don't know, put a huge burqa on her?
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because only the French would be pissed.
Then we got, oh shit, no more Muammar. I
Muammar
think that's
Gaddafi.
Muammar Gaddafi.
That's right.
That's cool. He's a. I remember.
Dead now.
I remember they murdered him in a really brutal way.
They shot him in the penis, I think.
They shot him right in the penis,
Yeah.
and then I heard they used a bayonet and they rammed it up his ass.
Up his ass. Yeah. But he was gay, so it was okay.
Yeah. How can we stop Gaddafi? Wow, economic. Wow, this is so cool. Make sure terrorists are killed. Wow. Finally, we can nuke them until they glow. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Wow.
All right. Let's see what else. We got Target USA. Interesting.
Oh, the plans.
United States is not invulnerable from a terrorist attack. Then the U.S. Blah blah blah. Terrorist.
This is the
continental-
plans.
Wow.
That's the plans. Look where they're hitting.
Oh my God, they're hitting New Hampshire basically. That's where I am. Jesus Christ.
Hey!
All right. Okay. That
Sorry,
actually
was too loud.
scared
Sorry,
me.
that was too... Well, because as if it was coming.
I know.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. In fact, when I lived in New York, there were a couple times where like shit was going down globally.
Sure.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm like right where they would want to attack.
Of course.
That was
Of
a
course.
little scary. Missiles in space. That's cool.
Space Force.
Oh man, imagine when we all live in space, what terrorism will look like. It'll be like completely new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Something to look forward to.
They'll hijack rocket ships.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Fly them into.
Right. Exactly. We're hijacking this and taking it
Yeah.
to, I don't know, the moon.
Yeah, and they'll fly them into
Instead of Mars.
the moon, and you know, God forbid we build towers on the moon.
Right.
You know, like the
Yeah.
twin towers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we got this guy caught. Mehmet Ali Agha was caught immediately after a failed assassination attempt of the Pope.
The Pope. Yeah.
That's great, man. I was trying to joke recently about what if the Pope committed suicide. And I thought that would be fun.
Ooh, he would go to hell, I guess.
Yeah, I would
Right?
hope
Because
so.
suicide. Yeah, but normally
is a
you'd think
sin.
that he would go to
The Pope can get a pass for anything, though. Suicide, pedophilia, you know.
Yeah, as long as.
Do you think that God let the ones who molested the kids, did he forgive them and let them into heaven?
Well, you don't know what God's into.
Yeah.
God could be into this whole shit, and the priests are just following his word. We don't know.
That's true.
You know.
That's true. That's why I never became a priest.
Yeah.
This guy, proud terrorist, tried to kill the Pope. That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why after that, I think that's when they built the Mobile. They put
Yeah.
that thing. I think it was because of his attempt.
it's just crazy. Like, what? I mean, the Pope is insane.
Well, the
But-
hat.
Yeah. All right, who's this guy? Ooh, I like this guy. Will there ever be an end to terrorist attacks? Probably not. I like that. Probably the only way terrorism could be eliminated through a totalitarian society. Ooh,
They
like
never showed the
China.
face of the smoking man on the X-Files, and this is him.
Wow.
There he is.
Look at that. Terrorism will never end, is what this card says.
Right. So there's no point in fighting it.
Unless we get a totalitarian society.
Oh wait, that's happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we're almost there. Can't
We're gonna
wait.
get more terrorism.
Oh yeah, baby, my boy, Adolf.
Wow. I've never seen that card. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Madman in Munich. Wow, that's a real portrait. Someone painted that of Hitler.
Well, Hitler painted it.
That's funny.
You like that one?
Self-portrait of Hitler.
Exactly.
And I know I said he's my boy, but I was joking. I was being ironic.
Yeah.
You got to say that nowadays because people.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know who's listening.
Hitler, something, the Jews.
Yeah,
Masculities.
just a bad.
Yeah, gypsies. Oh my God, he targeted gypsies.
Yeah, aren't they still doing that?
God, I mean, it's one thing to go after the Jews, but gypsies, they have good music.
Well, that's no better people to party with.
Yes.
But you gotta watch your fucking wallets.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
everybody's grandma's afraid of gypsies.
Yeah.
One would think Nazi Germany would fall, death would be the end of. One would think Hitler's death would have been the end of Nazi philosophy.
It lives on.
Unfortunately, it lives on.
It lives on.
Has found a foothold in the United States. That's where we live.
That's not a
Wow.
foothold. More than a foothold, some may say.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, the FBI had to break up a white supremacist group.
Crazy.
Gotta say, Hitler, though, look at that fashion, though. Huh?
Well, sure, Hugo Boss.
Those guys were well dressed.
Hugo Boss.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it was Hugo Boss.
Oh my God, good to know that he's still in business.
Yeah, exactly. So, hey, just
Yeah.
you gotta sign one of those cards for
Oh,
me,
yeah.
then you can keep the other cards if you so desire.
Oh, sure.
Awesome, Joe.
Let's see. All right, let's see. What was your favorite card?
I mean, you don't. I don't. You pick whatever you want to.
All right.
I don't choose.
All right. We got Mussolini. We got We got Attack on Liberty. I think you said that was your favorite card.
It's a cool one. They're all good. Doesn't matter.
All right.
I have multiples of these packs too. I mean,
Wow, that Liberty actually sounds cool. All right. Damn, this is so fun. All right, we're gonna do this one. Or do you want Hitler?
you do whatever you want.
Why would I sign Hitler's card?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know. I don't know.
Now I have to do it. All right. I sign on the front.
Oh, I didn't even have the Civil War ones in this. I have Civil War cards too. Those are
All right.
interesting. There's a slave card. That's very interesting. And you like the comedy scene in New Hampshire, and you're working on a special kind of. You're kind of working towards one.
No,
That's awesome.
I'm gearing up towards it. I like. You know what? Actually, funny enough, I'm getting just as much, if not more, stage time here in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Because you get to do longer sets.
Sometimes more time.
New York, it's just very dog-eat-dog, scrapping for, bits of stage time.
Right.
Let me see, I wonder if I should write anything nice on this. Never.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help you with, recording, doing anything with the thing, you let me know. When you get to the closer to it.
Okay, thank you.
Like even this place, I was walking. There's all the restaurants down there. It's like, you should put some flyers up. So the freaking people coming out of restaurants down there know to oh, hey, comedy, I'll come up here. What the hell? It takes no time.
All right, so I signed, I don't know why, it's not an endorsement, okay, but I signed the Hitler card, and I wrote, never give up on your dreams.
Nice. That's pretty good. Oh, I like
So
that one.
that's for
Joe,
you,
That's
man.
great. Awesome,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Hey, thanks so much, buddy.
Yeah, it was a pleasure doing your show.
And hey, go see live comedy because that's where it's happening.
We agree? Okay. Now they're turning old malls into some sort of living shopping experience. I don't know if you've seen this. They're gonna freaking, you can live like, you know, do you know what I'm talking about? Very receptive room. Maybe you guys should play video games. They're interactive almost, you know? Okay, so they're fucking, you can live in malls now. Do you know about this shit? Okay, some of you do, some of you don't. Okay, I can't imagine living in the same place I was trying to shoplift from in my low teens. High tea then, though. Okay, yeah, that one got you. How could you be friends with anyone in the building without having flashbacks due to the location of their apartment or condo? Okay, you understand the premise, right? So if you went to a neighbor's pad and it used to be the Gap, how are you not grabbing their pants? Especially have like nice folds or crease lines. This seat's kind of like, we gotta like tighten this up or I'm getting too fat. Whew. You see, you don't have to worry. It's just muscle memory, you know, just if you were stealing from the people because of the thing, you get it. It's just muscle memory. So I would probably just hang around the old CVS. It's drugs, you know, doing a lot of drugs in the high school years. Or over by that chick that now lives where the old Spencer's Gifts used to be. Right? Because those are the chicks you'd want to, you know, they would. But I don't want to see no black light in her fucking pad. Because, you know, you'd see all the people who were there before and fucking missed. Yeah, I want to come over, but I don't want to see. Yeah, I do that one. But if you have adolescent boys, a black light does make for a fun gift. Okay, you can look ahead and see why. Although, now the tables are turned, and you'll be playing their favorite childhood game. Oh, the floor's made of hot lava. Because you're avoiding all the cum, right? You guys understand. That's where we're. So I recommend giving the black light to their friends, you know, when they're younger. So then later on, you know, you can tell the dad to like go in their room and just flick the light on and see all the exploded ordnances around the room. Again, fried green beans, $7. It's $1 more than the French fry, but they're healthier for you. Okay. Most people say they don't believe in astrology. Some of the ladies might not do. Yet every year they celebrate traveling around the sun another time with cake and fire. But you don't think there's a importance of the relationship of all the big spheres? It's just about you, man? I'm not going to have the time for my tall dude thing, and plus I'd rather do that after. So, big muscle. Pet owners, more specifically dog owners, you pick up their poo, right? Your parents still alive? You're going to do that for them? Like, what's up with that? What, are you hoping for reincarnation? I don't really know what that joke means, but some people like it. Not here. Not here. Okay, the light is yellow. Does anyone remember Match Game? Yeah, well, this one's for you. My wife, and some of you have heard this one. My wife and I got a new dog. She likes to hide so I can't find her. Oh, fuck, it's for, even when I call her, she doesn't come. I think she might be the name we chose. Perhaps we shouldn't have called her G-Spot. Thank you very much.
Give it up for David Bacon, everybody. Are these speakers on? Everyone can hear? Here? That's good. Just want to make sure. And you are correct, this chair is loose. It is from Walmart, so I think we might need to do an upgrade. I don't know if our insurance is covered under an outside stool.
And the cars are all full. No more cars, baby.
I truly don't know what I just experienced.
Comedians opening cards, no coffee.
You're like Nardwar for cards.
He goes, oh, wait.
He goes, wait a minute.
That's been and do to the lutu.
Yes.
Do to.
I said that. That's why.
And this will end it because I want to get this out there.
Last night I was too busy banging a chick.
It was nice to see you have more time. What?